What is going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. And today we are going to be talking about a flex fuel kit that I got sent to test out and to pretty much give a review on it. The flex fuel kit is from Penguin Tech Racing, and it's a new company. I think the guy just decided to do his own version of the flex fuel kit, and so far so good. Now, I've had the kit on my car for about 2 weeks, but I've barely driven the car, so I really haven't been able to fully test it out just yet. But I just wanted to see how it reacts with the small driving that I've been doing. Like, I actually want to tune the car and actually give a full review, so it's just taking a little bit longer because I decided to add all these parts at the same time. So at the current moment, it's been running on my car and the ethanol content's reading pretty good. Let me just show you guys real quick. It's reading about 14.2. I wanted to make sure the raw wasn't going to be doing any like sporadic numbers, but so far it's been pretty spot on. At the end of the day, I really haven't seen too many, like the number hasn't changed from 14.2, and I see that the raw is actually changing as the fuel moves through the system. So far so good. I have yet to add E85. I was waiting to, you know, for my tank to kind of go down a little bit to add some E85 in and see what the final does, if it goes up how it's supposed to, or if it like does some fluctuation, stuff like that. Because as I told the owner of the product, he reached out to me because he wanted a tuner to kind of push it out there. So I told him, you know, to send me a kit, I'll test it out, give a good review. And you know, I'm a straightforward guy, so I'm not going to sugarcoat anything, because if I'm going to recommend a product, then I need to know for sure that it works 100%. At the current moment, the flex fuel sensor seems to be working. It doesn't run off the TGVs, it runs directly off the WRX, so I guess that's somewhat of a benefit. I haven't seen any like low voltage codes or anything like that. It seems to be working as it should. So I actually wanted to show you guys real quick, Penguin Tech Racing, and this is the kit. This is what it comes with, all right? So you have the flex sensor, you have the WRX spot, the ground spot, and you have the 2 fuel hoses that connects to the feed line. This is the kit. This is everything you get. All right, so if I can show you guys, I have a little bit, like I said, I have a little bit complete different setup than what you guys would normally run. So on this kit, the flex fuel sensor actually goes to these 2 pre-bolt holes that are on the side of the firewall, not firewall, but strut mount, right here. It bolts up 2 bolts, and then you have the ground wire right about here on another bolt, which you have to kind of scratch off the paint to make sure that it has a good ground. And then it plugs in right here. And so honestly, the only complaint that I have with this kit is that most of it is designed pretty well. It's honestly a really nice kit. I just feel like the box right here could be designed a little bit better. And he has it to where it's velcroed, and you know, you can kind of see like the glue that was, you know, put right here. So the box itself, I guess, that controls all the voltage, and the box itself could, I guess, could use a little bit better design. Maybe bolted up somewhere, you know, something like that. But this is the hose that it actually includes with it for the feed, and then it goes to the bottom port down there, so it pretty much just goes whoop, like a loop. And then the other one that I don't have on here right now because I have to have a custom setup, it goes right here, and then it would normally go right here to where your fuel's feeding into. So like I said, the kit, the design of it, it's really good. It's, you know, to me it seems pretty high quality, and it doesn't seem like a cheap, you know, funky one that looks like it's gonna break or not read right or something like that. The design that I'm pretty sure these guys came up with is that they made this nice little bracket. I mean, at least I know that they made it. I haven't seen a bracket like this anywhere. It has little tabs, it has the screws right here, and it actually bolts onto the edges of these. So this actually just sits in there like that at the bottom, and then it just snaps into place. And this will go up to the holes that are mounted right there. And then it has this top, if my camera would focus, stop being stupid, it has that little top part right here where these bolts. So it actually holds it to this mounting bracket. That way it doesn't fall forward or anything like that due to the hoses. All right, so it took a couple of days, guys, but I got an update. What had happened is that I guess the original sensor that he had sent me ended up being bad. While after he sent me that, he figured out a way to, I guess, test them before they ship out. And we didn't know until I was able to put ethanol in. It's been weeks and weeks and weeks. So I was finally able to put ethanol in, and when I did, it wasn't reading correctly. So I messaged him on Monday, and he sent me it out Tuesday, and it got here today. Put the new sensor in, and voila, guys. It seems to be working really good right now. I'm gonna drive around a little bit and I'll keep you guys updated. It's not doing no funky numbers, it's not doing anything wild. It's actually reading very consistent right now. And that, you know, I just wanted to show you guys that, you know, if the sensor works, even though we had a bad sensor, but you know, it happens. And now that he has figured out a way to test them before he sends them out, I doubt anybody will have an issue with ordering his sensors. You know, he sent me out one, got it pretty quick, least to say. Sure, that is the old sensor that ended up being bad, and that is where the new sensor is at. Still gets placed over there. As I said, my setup is going to be a little bit different from how you guys would set it up, because I have the whole port injection thing going on. If I had to give an honest opinion on it, I still stick with my decision of it being an 8 out of 10 flex fuel sensor. I feel like the bracket's actually really well designed. I actually like how they designed that. I'm not totally sure if he completely designed it. If he did, hey, then kudos, but it actually clips on there really well. It's reading very well now since I put the new sensor in there. The location of it, I would say, I think it could be a little bit better. I can see issues with you if you have that this master cylinder brace. I was not able to put that on since it got in the way of the bolt holes that were factory right there. And I think somebody with the Iridium catch cans might have an issue, because I'm pretty sure they use those holes also. But it is in a location that if you're not using the master cylinder brace, it's actually in a really good position. The parts that it came with are pretty good quality, as I must say. To touch up on the one thing I didn't really get too fond about was this part right here. This box right here, it kind of just gets velcroed up here, and I mean, I understand that it's out the way, but I feel like maybe if he made that really cool ass bracket, maybe he can kind of get that a bracket for that, or you know, somewhere that it's not using Velcro. Maybe something really nice. I know it had like glue on the outside, so it's kind of like a rough design. But overall, guys, it's not a bad kit. This is my honest opinion. I'm not gonna hide anything if things were running well, like wrong or whatnot. I was running it on pump gas. You know, even though the sensor was faulty and it read 14, about 10 to 14-ish, mainly at 14 because I'm pretty sure it was just stuck at a voltage. It didn't fluctuate, it didn't mess up. I've had the car idling for about on and off for about an hour, and there's no fluctuations. I drove it around and there's no fluctuation of the ethanol content at all. So I would say this kit is good to go. Once again, Penguin Racing designs the kit. They sell the kit on eBay. You want to get the kit, I would say go ahead and give it a try. But other than that, it's a really good kit. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, if you have any questions, message me, share this around, subscribe, and I'll be back with another video, guys. Peace. Oh, and one last thing. I was not able to get tuning results yet, mainly because I'm still doing break-in on a clutch, and even though I've been urging to go wide open throttle, I've done it like once or twice, and I shouldn't be doing it, so don't do it, guys. I will post up another video once I actually get tuning results, but everybody should know where they average at on, you know, with a flex fuel sensor. So the main part of this video was to give you guys my own opinion, this new flex fuel sensor that is on the market now, and if it was a pain install, if it was bad, my experience with it before everybody starts, you know, actually trying to buy it and everything like that. Once again, thanks for watching, guys, and I will be back with more videos. Peace.